Now, tell us what SMART objectives are and why those are important to strategy and articulating a strategy.
Yeah, SMART objectives is an acronym, and it stands for objectives that state what you're trying to achieve, that are specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time related. So the relevance of that is that when you are a leader of a company, you often talk in terms of broad goals that you hope and your vision for the company. And that's where you sort of set forth the aspiration and what your company really stands for and its values and everything else. Those are great and those are critically important, but they're not actionable. So the kind of handmaiden of goals is you need objectives that really sort of set the organizations. How do you know if we've won or not? And so you have to translate those broad goals into things that, as I say, are specific and measurable. Within the next 2 years, we hope to improve our market share by at least 10 percentage points, improve our customer satisfaction ratings by at least 5 points. So you put a time limit on it and specific measures, and it just gives you a gauge to how well are we getting to living up to the broad vision and goals that you've set.
Yeah. Do you find more often than not that leaders aren't setting SMART goals?
I think it's quite common for leaders to set targets and goals. I think it's more common for leaders to set objective measures that are specific and measurable and time-boxed than it is for them to do the things on either side of objectives, which is, do you have a set of values and visions that the company will live up to and not sacrifice and let the ends justify the means to meet those objectives? We remain true to your goals. And on the other side, they don't always implement strategies that are required to meet those objectives. So if you just sort of set those objectives up there, kind of a terrible case in point, it could be Volkswagen, it could be Wells Fargo. These are two companies that got almost obsessed with achieving measurable goals. So the now ex-chairman of Volkswagen was obsessed with becoming the biggest car company in the world. I'm going to get bigger than Toyota, bigger than General Motors. And it was almost, whatever it takes. And of course, they not only kind of lost their way in terms of their business strategy, but they lost their moral compass with the widespread fraud that they delivered to get to that goal. So I think every company sets objectives, but you need the things on either side of it. Be true to your vision and the values, and make sure you have strategies that can get you where you need to go.